Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Canon for the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Yes, it is now Tuesday. For a millisecond, I had to kind of remind myself the days of the week. Where are we? It is Tuesday. It's Tuesday. And it's raining outside. I've got to go out in a little while. As soon as I finish got this show out of the way. But I've got to say a big thank you to the guys for the first Canon Project show of the year yesterday. It was a good one. Very interesting. Let's see a difference in thoughts and opinions in regards to certain players. But the one unifying factor there is we will support Arsenal. Well, you never thought so. No, I support Arsenal. I do support Arsenal. Hey, what happened to Man United, man? What happened to Man United? Oh my goodness. Anyway, we're not going to talk about them just yet. Just yet. We're going to be talking about this gentleman over here. Yeah, this person over here. Yeah, and another player that literally is on the verge actually on a loan. But the negotiations have stumbled somewhat. Some kind of echoes of last season. A player was supposed to be leaving, and then the deal kind of stuttered, and he stayed with us. Gave away a penalty. He gave away a penalty. I'm not going to mention anybody's name. And there's some other transfer news in between that. So three parts of a whole. Yeah, three parts. Yeah, fraction, three parts, making the whole. But yeah, thank you for joining me on this one. And we should see on the other side of this music intro when we get into this one on Canon for the TV. Yes, indeed. Welcome back to Canon for the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Yeah, no doubt you'll probably see the graphics have changed again. I think, guys, let me know what you think. I'm see Aubameyang is thinking, huh? What? Let me know what you think about the graphics. Do you like it? You don't like it? You like it? You don't like it? You like it? You don't like it? Let me know. Let me know. We're trying to change things up for 2022, but the one constant is that you guys still have to subscribe. It says here, subscribe. You still got to subscribe. If you don't subscribe, you'll be part of the community, and we want you to be part of the community. Yeah. All right. So people, like I said, I've got to say thank you to the chaps, the gentlefolk who came and were part of the Canon project last night, where the main elements we were speaking about was, of course, the Man City game. Of course, Granit Shaka. Granit Shaka can't get a break, man. He can't get a break. Well, not here anyway in Canon 42. But I don't know. I don't care what you say. But yeah, we've got some news in regards to this gentleman over here, Aubameyang, as well as Ainsley Maitland-Niles and some other transfer news. So let's get into it. So again, like I said, this gentleman over here, where is his graphic? Where is his graphic? Where's your graphic? Oh, here it is. There it is. I got it. I found it. I found it. Yeah, Aubameyang, man. Yeah. Also, apparently, Arsenal have been urged, or they've urged European clubs to sign Pierre Emerick Aubameyang at least after being frozen out of Mikhail Arteta's squad. Do you know what? It's echoes of our former number 10. Remember, he kind of got frozen out, didn't he? After making all those excuses about he's got a bad back, he's not feeling well to train, and then boom, he got sold. Well, did he get sold? Well, he left the club anyway, and we actually had to pay out a lot of compensation for him. But it's some echoes now, isn't it? Something's repeating itself. But Gunner's fair, his value may have plummeted after he was stripped of the captaincy. Now, Pierre Emerick's future at the club has become even more uncertain, as European teams have been informed of uncertain strikers' availability. Sportsmail has also learned that Saïd Kolasinac and Ainsley Maitland-Niles are also set to leave the club. Well, the former, Kolasinac, it's time. It's time. Maitland-Niles, I'm sad. Aubameyang, who has been frozen out of the first team, was stripped of the captaincy after returning late from an authorised trip to France to collect his sick mother. He's actually on African Cup of Nations duty now with his team Gabon. And in steps in who? Newcastle. The relegation-threatened Magpies have sounded out the Gunners about making or taking a 32-year-old striker for the rest of the season, including an option to make the move permanent. Newcastle want Arsenal outcasts Pierre Emerick Aubameyang on loan initially, with a view to 20 million summer deal. The relegation threat of the Magpies have sounded the gunners out, and they're thinking about and they're contemplating about getting out our former star man. No longer a star man. No, he's not. He's not a star man. So that is the latest in regards to this gentleman over here. You know, it's like if any clubs could or would, it would be Newcastle, wouldn't it? Because they've got bucket loads of money and then some change and some more change and a little bit more change. Guys, let me know how you feel about the potential of Aubameyang not only leaving Arsenal but going to the northeast, Newcastle. Away the lads! That's all I'm going to say. Away the lads! And yeah, mentioned about this player here, midfielder. Oh my goodness. Maitland-Niles, meanwhile, the England international, will hold talks with Arteta this week ahead of the potential move to Roma. Arteta, who's missed goals lost to Man City on Saturday because of COVID, is due to return to London Coney HQ in time for Thursday's Carabao Cup semi-final first leg against Liverpool. Now, Maitland-Niles, who can play right back and midfield, will have face-to-face chat with Arteta after Roma, who are managed by Jose Mourinho. Joan expressed a firm interest in him. But I know I've uploaded a video which says that it seems that the deal has kind of stuttered somewhat, or come to a halt, a stuttering halt. And I was thinking the same thing happened to Granit Xhaka, innit? Granit Xhaka was supposed to go to AS Roma, and then that deal kind of came to a head, and then he stayed with us. So could the same thing happen? Could Ainsley Maitland-Niles at 11th hour stay with Arsenal, but maybe for all the wrong reasons? Again, another player. Let me know your thoughts about him potentially leaving, but actually on a loan deal. I know in the video I do mention that there will be an option to buy, but again, we're no further knowing what's going to happen to Ainsley Maitland-Niles. But yeah, guys, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Right. And then last but not least, we'll talk about the star boy himself, Bukayo Saka. This one kind of made me chuckle a bit, just a little bit. Bukayo Saka tipped to leave Arsenal as Mikhail Arteta's hardest task is spelled out. Hey, listen, Bukayo Saka's not going anywhere, man. He's not going anywhere. Bukayo Saka has been linked with a transfer to Liverpool, but Arsenal legend Ray Parlour has tipped another Premier League team to sign the 20-year-old and spot Mikhail Arteta's tough task. Arsenal legend Ray Parlour believes that Bukayo Saka will be Man City's on radar after the 20-year-old was linked with a move away from the Emirates. He ain't going anywhere, man. He's not going anywhere. The Saka scored against Pep Guardiola's side in Newcastle New Year's Day before the Premier League champions hit back and came away with the 3 points. The match came off the back of reports suggesting that Gunners star Saka was interested in a transfer to City's title rivals Liverpool. That's not going to happen, man. Parlour also spelled out Mikhail Arteta's toughest task in the long term, keeping the young England international and his talented teammates in North London. I look at the young team at Arsenal. They can develop and keep improving. He told TalkSport. You know what the hardest thing is going to be? It's keeping the players. You know what's happened over the years. Saka must be on people's radar all day long. A big side like Manchester City must be looking at him. He'll improve our side. Emil Smith Rowe, I know he didn't start, but he's improved so much. Erdegaard looks a different player now. He's really enjoying his football. If we look at it, the age group of every single player is very, very healthy. Kieran Tierney is only 24 years of age. Gabriel Magalhães is still a young age. Ben White is young. Takehiro Tomiyasu is at right back. He's still young. And Ramsdale is young. If you can stick together and improve together, then they can get closer to teams like Man City, Chelsea, and Liverpool. But they are still a long way off that at the moment. So yeah, I mean, all this talk about really him, it's not going to happen, man. He's not going anywhere. Not going anywhere. Don't believe it for a second. Don't believe it for a second. Saka ain't going anywhere, man. He's not going anywhere. We did put a poll up. If I can find the poll of polls. Let's see, what was the poll about now? I can't remember now. The poll was about oh yeah, refereeing. Would you like to see at some stage referees from other European leagues refereeing officiating in the Premier League? That was the question. I'm thinking, would that kind of quash, our, not I want to say our thirst, but our angst, our anger at the fact that this referee, has, lives in the UK near to this Premier League club. He's probably got links with. So having a neutral referee officiating in the Premier League, would that kind of calm our breaches? Would it calm everything down? Let's have a look at the poll results. Let's look at the poll results. So yeah, again, the question was, do we need referees from other European top leagues? Out of 879 votes, again, the voting has just been incredible, people. Thank you so very much for that. Got 3 comments and 43 likes. I think you know where this one's heading. It was just a straight yes or no. So 40% of the followers and subscribers on all platforms believe that no, we don't need to see referees from other European leagues. And then 86% of you believe that yes, we do need to see referees from other European top leagues officiating in the Premier League. Oh my goodness, that's quite staggering. What is it, staggering? Is it staggering? I want to say staggering. Again, I think people are just kind of a little bit annoyed. Maybe are we annoyed? We're fed up at least anyway. I think Isaac on the Canon project last night did with the stats. Literally, if you look at the stats in regards to VAR and officiating over the last, say, 2 years since VAR has been with us, we've been the club most hard dealt by. You know what I mean? So again, would those figures change there if we had a neutral referee, from another, maybe from the Italian league or Spanish league? I'll tell you what, one thing for sure, you hear the whistle being blown up a lot more because you don't see the physicality like you do in the Premier League. I mean, I know it's like, if you compare the Premier League over the last, say, 20 years, things have changed. And if you look at our top flight football over the last 30 to 40 years, the physicality, is nothing. You can't compare it now, innit? Over the last 50 years, 60 years, yeah, you can see that the element of the physicality is slowly being ebbed away. Much less having a Spanish referee or Italian referee, they're probably not used to seeing that physicality there. I'll give you a very quick story. When I was living in Central America, Costa Rica, actually, it's funny because we were playing a couple of games. I had my own school, English teaching school out there, and I thought as an activity to kind of gel, everyone come together. Not only having classes, Monday to Saturday, because we had lessons even on Saturday. I said we'll do other activities. And one of the other activities we did was with of course, some of the guys that wanted to play football. So playing football, I kind of played football. I played football with them, and like coming from England, being a defender, I was like, I don't want to say I was rough, but I was just playing football. And like the slightest touch, and the guy fell down, and the referee blew up. Thinking, what? And actually, I wasn't happy. So that is from a Central South America referee in there, much less from Italy, Spain, and yeah. So I think if we were to have referees from other European leagues, you'd hear the whistle being blown, and maybe the number of red and yellow cards might go up, so that it might go the opposite direction. But I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you think, Auba? What do you think? I'll ask you a question of what do you think, man? Forget about that. Oh, it's home sweet home, home sweet home. All right. Like I said, guys, there's not going to be any more breaks like there were before. Remember, I'll go through the 3 parts of the whole, the new segments, and then we break for. But we're not going to be doing that anymore. But anyway, for the moment, anyway, until I've recorded another video, I need to record 2 other videos, an update on our membership scheme, as well as some other bits and pieces. So as of now, there's not going to be any breaks. No breaks. I promise you, no breaks. But what we are going to do, we're going to go into the live chat for the first time this morning. And I've got to go out. I've got to do some bits and pieces. And in this rain, actually, I'm back at my work placement tomorrow. So, and the day after that, it's going to be my birthday. All right, let's go to a live chat for the first time. And let's see who has joined us. Des says, Alex, if Ainsley Maitland-Niles does go, what... if Ainsley oh my goodness, if Ainsley Maitland-Niles goes, does that mean we have to get a midfielder? Well, I've done a video, Des, in regards to a midfielder that has been linked with Arsenal over the last 2 seasons. So that video will be coming up in the next, I'll say, hour and 15 minutes. So it does mean that we're going to definitely have to have a replacement midfielder. And also, I'm thinking about another midfielder that needs to be going. Again, I don't want to mention his name because I might be accused of bashing this midfielder. The midfielder, by the way, gave away the penalty. I kind of gave it away there, didn't I? Hey, Apollo brother, what's happening, brother, man? Hey guys, listen, I know there's only 8 and like the numbers are rising slowly, but guys, go over and subscribe to 101 on Arsenal. Apollo and them brothers over there, man, their channel. Again, I only probably watch maybe 3, maybe I push 4 other podcasters. I mean, I've only got so much time in the day, you know. But I tell you what, 101 on Arsenal is worth watching. Them guys there, man. I'm still waiting for it. When are you gonna invite me on the channel, man? Are you kind of scared I'm gonna like turn the air blue? I would never do that to you, brother. I'd never do that to you. Never, I wouldn't do that. Actually, I might. Newcastle United's transfer window was expected to be primarily focused on improving the quality of the midfield and defensive options. Yes, someone did tell me that, actually, Apollo. Yeah, but however, an injury to Callum Wilson in the 1-1 draw. Yeah, Callum. You know what? I remember actually a couple of seasons ago thinking Callum Wilson, you know, played for Bournemouth, but we could probably go for him. I do like him as a striker, but anyway. St James's Park has made the need for another striker just as important, I guess. Yeah, but like I said, Apollo, you know, if anyone can literally get any player, it will be Newcastle, isn't it? Just bucket loads of money and then some change, and more change, and more change. Amit, good morning to you. How's it going, Nats? It's going fine, thank you. Yes, I hope you're keeping well. I know we don't see you much these days because it's down to your work responsibilities, of course, your family ties as well. But I'm good to see you back in the live chat, Amit. But I'm going fine. Thank you very much. Who do you want out of the club in January? Amit, you always ask me this question. You know the answer. You know the answer. Well, you know, I mentioned about Asai Kolasinac, who's possibly going to be making his way out finally of Arsenal. Yeah, it's all the usual suspects. The same players that you want out of Arsenal are the players that I want out of Arsenal. Mentioning anybody's names. For me, I want Shaka out of the club. But and nobody else? You don't want anybody else out of the club? Just one player? I don't believe that, man. Come on. Only one player. You're having a laugh, aren't you? You're having a laugh. Right, let me just, because I need to check that which we are going live through Twitter. Let's have a butchers, have a quick look. And voila, yes, we're going live. Yes. People calling me now. Don't call me now. Dear me. Guys, I've got to take this phone call. Bring me a second. That was Mikhail Arteta. He was asking me if I'm available on Thursday. I said, how much are you going to pay me? And then the phone went dead. Oh, my days. I would take him out for now. Let's wait till the summer for the rest. Oh, okay. Yeah, for now. For now. But I mean, what's your feeling about Aubameyang situation? What do you think about Aubameyang? Do you think it's most likely, or do you think it is just paper talk, him being linked to a loan deal to Newcastle United? Greedy Man TV, Happy New Year to you, bro. Hope you're keeping well. Also, is Auba finish for you at the club? For me, yes. Yeah, yeah. I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, I mean, for all the reasons I mentioned over the last 4 weeks, and actually, again, hearing all those disappointing breaches before, his time is done. But then I said that about Granit Xhaka. And that's what I wanted to tell the guys last night. You know, when we asked the question, do you think it's Auba is done? I think almost all of them said, yeah. I said, but what about Granit Xhaka? But anyway. I think we will keep him till the summer. I'm just thinking, yeah. I don't think so. I don't think Arteta would want a situation like that not being resolved quickly. I think he'd want it resolved and Aubameyang out the club, because you know what's happened. He didn't play. He's gone off now to the AFCON, and that is it. I don't think he'd want that situation. I don't think he'd want Aubameyang around the club being like a negative effect, like Mesut Ozil was. So yeah, I think we'll be looking to do everything possible to get Aubameyang, away from the club, off the wage bill, and away from Arsenal. But then who knows? Who knows? The wages that a player like Aubameyang would command would be enormous and leave the club in a very difficult position should the threat of relegation become reality. Yeah, yeah. But again, I think you probably know this as well, Apollo. Newcastle and the owners, PIF or PFI, they're in it for the long haul. So whether it means that they go down, they get relegated, and then they look to rebuild and get back into the Premier League. I think for them, they're not even thinking about it. I think they're just thinking about, we're at the club now. We have to try and do the best that we can do. It's not only about the project of the club. I think the project is about the local community as well. So they're in it for the long haul. Football is football. It's a big draw for the community, but it's a bigger picture I can see for Newcastle. And again, like I said, if anyone has the firepower, the money bags to buy a player on those level of wages, it would be Newcastle United. It would be. Whoops. What about Nicholas Mola? He comes back home to replace Auba. And Jermaine, that is the thing, isn't it? That is the thing. Because, all this talk about, January transfer window, we've got to think about buying players. Well, we've got Eddie Nketiah. We've got Balogun. We've got Mola. We've got midfielders in the academy. We've got midfielders and strikers in under 23s. We've got Miguel Aziz out on loan. So, again, rather than running and spending the limited funds that we have, let's think about, again, the how can I say it? The youngsters that we have here already. We won't have to spend a penny because they are our players. So whether you say, your thought mentality is, actually, Alex, you know what you're talking about, because Nketiah is not going to make it Arsenal. Balogun, he's not ready. But we don't know what's going to happen, do we? We still don't know what's going to happen to Lacazette. It's looking likely that he's going to leave, but we're not sure of that. Nketiah, as far as we're at this point in time, he has turned down 2 contracts, and that's all we know. Why is he turning down the contracts? Because he wants to make sure that Arteta can deliver the goods. What is the goods? Guaranteeing game time. That's what youngsters want. They want to play. They don't want to be stuck on the bench. And again, like I said, take note. AZ Maitland-Niles. Fool me once, fool me twice. Now, third time now. And what's happening now? Again, you know, it will pay me to see Maitland-Niles go. But for regular football, and remember, this youngster is an England international. But I get back to my main point I'm trying to say is the fact of the matter is we've got youngsters. Who's been carrying us through for the last 2 seasons? It's been the youngsters. There can be no denying that. The youngsters have been carrying us through. Not the season's pro, not the experienced players. They haven't been carrying us through. It's been the youngsters. So why not take a punt on, again, transitioning one of the youngsters or 2 youngsters through? Now, the Balogun situation, to be honest, I wouldn't give a knee-jerk reaction and say, you know what, I've seen bits and pieces of Balogun, you know what, let's loan him out. I would still give him a couple of chances. I just get the impression with a Balogun is that when he's given the opportunity, he's just trying too hard. We know you've got skills, Balogun. Don't overdo it. So just calm yourself down. I guess maybe if a loan deal comes along with a championship team, he might learn that to just calm yourself down, believe in your skill set and your mindset, and everything else, you know, the world is your oyster. But again, for me, I would give him another chance or 2, just to, you know, talk to him and say, you know what, actually, no, we know what you can do, but don't fluff your lines. Don't be trying to overexert yourself, trying to prove yourself again, because we know what you can do. Clearly, you're too good for the under 23s. We can see that, but don't spoil the opportunities that we're giving you. But I mean, that's just me. That's just me. Oh, have I missed? I think I've missed one out, haven't I? I did. Static, brother. Sorry, man. Sorry. Static. Yeah, yeah. 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1 moderator, 1 moderator, 1 moderator. There's got to always be a moderator in the live show. Otherwise, I'll pull my hair out. I forgot I haven't got no hair. I'm worried about stars in Arsenal. When you say stars, you mean the experienced players, or you mean the players who have been like performing for us? You know, I did read a report about Ray Parler saying it's going to be difficult for Arteta in the long term to keep Smithfield, Erdegaard, and Bukayo Saka. I'm thinking, well, hang on a minute. We're not sure if Arteta is going to be at Arsenal for the long term, because I don't think the players will be thinking about leaving Arsenal. I mean, you can see there's been some improvement, but it's got to be sustained improvement over the season. I want to see where Arsenal ends up at the end of the season, because it's so quick. We are so quick to say, yeah, you know, life is good at Arsenal now, fantastic, after just a few games, and then we lose 1 or 2 games, and people say, oh my goodness, Arteta out, Arteta out, Arteta out. So let's wait and see how we finish the season, and then we can make an educated, you know, summarization of the performance of the whole season. You know, that it's long old season, 38 games. You know, on Thursday we're going to be in the Carabao Cup. You know, first against Liverpool. So I know people are so very quick, and me included. I won't say I'm quick, but I just take it like it is. If we lose, I say the reason why we lost. We win, we're quids in. But you can't have your cake and eat it too. That's what I was trying to say last night. You know, you can't. If a player fails, you got to say the player fails. You can't say, "Oh, poor player. Oh, my dearie me. Oh, I'm very sorry." No, because players are well-paid individuals, likes of which I'm never ever going to see that kind of money in my lifetime. But anyway, right, Static. Good morning, Static. Now, Apollo says, yeah, hit the likes button, people. Hit the likes button. I say, please go away, Auba. No, please go away, Auba. Please go away. You're saying to go away. Auba, take the loss on wages and get them out. Get them out. Get them out. Get them out. Good morning, Colin. I hope you're keeping well, my friends. Isaac, brother Isaac, sterling performance last night, brother. Wicked. I've got some comments actually. People were saying that the panel last night was one of the best panels. I was thinking, yeah, but from a host, I always have to remind myself that when I'm hosting, you know, the live shows when I've got other guests, it's not for me to put my opinion in there because I've got the host there. I'm going to ask your opinion. And like kind of last night, I was thinking, Alex, just hold it back, rein it in, Alex. But I couldn't. I was thinking, oh, I've got to have my say on Shaka. Now, nobody's bashing Shaka. Nobody's bashing Shaka. But, you know, if a player is playing over the course of his career at Arsenal, and he's always at the eye of, not eye, in the eye of the storm, which leads to a yellow card or a red card or a penalty, then the person's got to go. It's got to go. Look at that defender we had. I'm not going to mention his name, but he's calamitous. Calamitous. I know literally he was a German, you know, World Cup winner, but we couldn't wait to get him out because he was so calamitous, making errors in wrong parts of the pitch. And Shaka, again, I say no, is he the most unluckiest player? I'm sorry. Anyway, good morning, Isaac. Hello, brother Alex. Will be healthy to let Auba go for a healthy environment. As it stands, I would let Auba go, and so would I. As much as we question the man management or the lacking of man or person management skills, and I'm not sure if Apollo's probably still in the live chat there. When you are a manager, because as I understand it, Apollo, you are quite high in your organization, managing people, and I've been in that position before. You've got to know how to get the best out of a person or a group of people. That's your job, getting the best out of people. If you're getting the worst out of people, then you have to look at yourself. But your job is to get the best out of people, make people be put the best version of themselves. But with Arteta, I don't think he'd want that situation to linger too long at Arsenal. And I think he didn't play, hasn't played for like last 3 games. He's now with Gabon on international duty for the AFCON. And the best thing that we can do is find another club for him to go and play at. I don't think it will be healthy, like you say there, Isaac, to have that situation lingering too long at Arsenal. Just get it sorted, you know, move him on for whatever amount of money that we can. Again, that's my opinion. Boys, 88 says, where have I seen you before other than YouTube? I'm scared now. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Well, you know, what part of the globe do you live? I don't know, boys. 88. Why? Why did you ask that question for? I've got a familiar face. Huh? That's scary, man. I don't know. I've just seen another comment. I'll get to that in a second. Good morning, Alex. Here's a question, says Colin. At what point do we pick Shaka in a side? Colin, come on, you're killing me here, man. You're killing me here. All I can say is, I have had enough of Granit Xhaka. Again, if you're going to tell me he's one of the best midfielders at Arsenal, then that tells a story in itself. He's one of the best. I'm not going to get as much further than a sustained attack or stability in top 5 or even 6. Yeah, you're asking the wrong person. You're asking the wrong person. Let me get on the phone again to Mikhail Arteta. Dearie me. Did you narrate a kids' TV show before? No. No. I mean, I work in schools as a mentor, a teaching assistant. And I've also mentored like young adults over the last, say, 20 odd years, but narrating a kids' show before. Do you know what? Someone said I look like somebody, and I can't remember the person's name. I'm thinking, who are you talking about? When I look, I'm thinking the person looks nothing like me. Nothing like me. Did I narrate? No. Quality investment now to secure a top 4. How much money do you think we need to spend in the transfer window, and which players would you like Arsenal to go for? Greeny Man TV. Balogun is a centre forward, so he is put on the wings, and Ketia, I think I remember you saying that before, assembled, and then Ketia is put at CF to try and sign a new contract. Yeah, I remember you. Quite cynical, very, very cynical. All right, Jermaine. What? What do you mean? We're going to sign these players again, are we? Nice. Well, you know what? Alexander Hleb is my brother's one of my brother's favourite players of that era there. Overmars as football director. What's going on, man? It's a be, going out. Sup? Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year. Tokoku. Yes, brother Alex, happy New Year to you. For me, Arsenal team needs Aubameyang. Tokoku, no, we don't need Aubameyang, man. He's seen better days, man. Can you see he's thinking, huh? What? No, brother Tokoku, no. It's time to let Aubameyang go, man. Have you not noticed how we're playing now without Aubameyang? You can't tell me we're playing worse without Aubameyang. We're playing better. And better still, there's a bigger pool of players now scoring goals. You can't be so reliant on one player. Them days are over, brother, man. No, but good to see you back in the live chat, Tokoku. We need to talk about, remember, the opportunity. Yeah, I haven't forgotten about that, you know. Send me an email, brother. You got my email. Ah, look at that. So guys, listen, we've had Apollo one-on-one on Arsenal in the live chat. Again, their platform there, go and subscribe. And now we've got Ray from Arsenal Fan Circle, who we are very closely aligned to. We're like, what's it like? I can't say that we're brothers and sisters, but we're like brothers. Yeah, but we're closely associated with Arsenal Fan Circle. So go over and subscribe to Ray's channel, Arsenal Fan Circle. Banging podcasts over there, man. Wicked stuff, wicked content. Yes, I agree. Alex, Arteta and Auba have probably come to an end of their time. Newcastle will need 6 to 10 goals. Auba could get them. Yeah, I think he probably needs, a new challenge as well. Sometimes it's like, I know, at Borussia Dortmund, I think, did he not refuse to play before he left to come to Arsenal? And you can see like the same patterns of behaviour coming in Arsenal. So I think both Arteta and Auba have come to a head. And I think it's time for Aubameyang to go and find pastures new. Newcastle, they've got bucket loads of money. So I just think he probably needs a new challenge. And again, you can't have that negativity hanging over Arsenal anywhere near the team. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Is that not a song? I think that's a song. Three positions to strengthen this January. One is right back, one is CM, and one striker. I wouldn't ask for more. You would ask for more. Controversial. What about I'm just saying, a goalkeeper. I'm just saying, what about a goalkeeper? They will not need another goalkeeper. What happens if Ramsey gets injured? Well, we've got Leno. I know we've got Leno, but I'm just saying, man. Oh dear. Dave Benson Phillips. Who's Dave Benson Phillips? As you look like a Mike Tyson. Get that face tattoo. That's an insult to Mike Tyson, man. Oh my days. They say everybody has a double. Well, my double back in the 90s, people used to call me at college was Lionel Richie. Lionel Richie, I was thinking, what? Because I had like the Lionel Richie. Behave yourselves, man. Then Denzel Washington. Can't you see? Maybe not. Really? Is there a date on the Arteta not here forever thing? I think we have waited about a year and a half too long. Just saying, yeah, he's not going to be here forever, is he? Colin? Just saying. This January, 3 will be enough. Then we'll strengthen even more in the summer. I don't even think we even need to talk about the players who we want to see, because it's still the same, the usual suspects. We know the players. So I don't need to go through the roll call players that I want to see gone in this, because we were saying this last year. This time last year, people said, "Oh, it's going to be a bit difficult, come January transfer window to get rid of the players." And lo and behold, we're back here again, and those players are still here with us. So yeah, I don't need to mention the players who I want to see gone, because you guys know which players need to be gone from the shores of Arsenal. If you want Arsenal to beat Liverpool in Thursday, press the likes button. Yes, well done. Thank you for that, Ray. Greenman, I think that who was I thinking? Guys are jokers, absolute jokers. I tend to feel Leno now understands why Ramsdale's picked ahead of him. He's got to be honest with himself and see the things Ramsdale has done actually. Yeah. Who was it? We got on the morning show yesterday. I did with my brother. Someone was like just having a go at Ramsdale. I can't. I don't think the guy. He's not in the live chat now, but he was saying, "Oh, what about Ramsdale?" I said, "What about Ramsdale? Can't save a penalty. That chance at Man United and this, that." And I was thinking, but bro, have you not seen the saves? The top saves that Ramsdale's picked out this season. I'm not about to go in because he didn't save the penalty. Come on, bro, man. You can't be too harsh on Ramsdale, man. Yeah, come on. Calm your breeches, bro. Nope, not kidding. When does this guy stop picking Shaka? El Neni knows. Aziz back from loan. Guendouzi back from loan. They are better than Shaka. I know, Colin. I know. The thing that was so startling for me was that the guy was out with the injury. And they said, "Oh, we're not going to see him to maybe, 3 months. We'll take it up to the end of December, maybe early January." Then the guy comes back sooner than we thought. The guy played a whole full 90 minutes. And he's been in the starting 11 ever since. Alex, breathe, man. Breathe. Breathe. Ramsdale has said recently that Emerson Rowe, Saka, and Martinelli have a frightening talent, a nasty streak, and have levels to get to still. Yes, they have. The thing is, Ray, all those players that he's mentioned there are the core. They are the core group of players that we've been looking for the longest time to come together, gel together, grow together. Actually, he doesn't mention. Does he not mention Ben White as well? I think he does, doesn't he? Or maybe he doesn't actually for a particular reason. But that is the core group of players that we've been crying out for the longest time. Let's keep them together, let them gel together, grow together, mature together, and just add some bits and pieces of sauce on top of that. So, whether, like I said, we're looking for a striker, central midfield, defensive midfielder, I believe, and a right back, and maybe a goalkeeper, could be. Yeah, a striker as well. So those players there are the core group of players to go forward for the next 5 to 10 years. If the conditional, if things go well, again, with the ownership, again, that is not going to change anytime soon. The players, they've got to be running out for the badge, fighting for the badge, not for the wages. The moment you think about the money, it's over. It's over. Now, can Arsenal play like that against Liverpool? Can they? They can, but will they play like that against Liverpool? That should be the question. The Newcastle bid serious for Aubameyang. I do say, most of the time I don't believe. I mean, we call them red top newspapers because, like, you see the banners with the name of the newspaper, it's like red. So we call them red tops. And even over the last 15 years, 15, 20 years, you see a lot of those papers are now online. But I've always said to everyone that when it comes to transfer news, I read it. Usually I don't believe it, but you two have to go out and do your own homework. Don't believe everything that we say on Canon TV. But yeah, but I think it's most likely true that Newcastle will be looking for a striker because Callum Wilson sustained an injury in a 1-1 draw. So yeah, yeah, clean sheets, man. Yeah, I can't remember the guy's name. I was thinking, bro, man, no, Ramsdale. I'm not gonna go in on him because he didn't save the penalty, a couple of penalties. So it's look at the saves that he's done, the clean sheets. Ramsdale has been amazing for us. He has. I think I chose either was it Ramsdale or Tomiyasu, the pick of the bunch. Sorry, guys, just give me a second, please. Yeah, as you know, the players that were brought in. I'll just respond to a message there. Great goalkeepers. Yeah, safe. Yeah. I don't. The guy is not in the live chat today. He's not in the live chat. No, he's not there. You have Niles as a central midfielder. Well, he can play it right back. He surely can play left back and in the midfield. But would I have him in the midfield? Of course, of course. Would you have him in the midfield, or would you prefer to have him in a defensive role? But yeah, why not have him in the midfield? Yes, Alan, good morning to you. Welcome home, Isaac. Nice one, bro. Nice one. Hope we make moves quick. Got to make it very, very quick. Yeah, all this stuff about doing business in the 11th hour, the last day of the transfer window, 11th hour. Rush, picking up all the bits and pieces of the unwanted players. Again, get the business done early in the window. Get it done early. Get the player over. Boom. Get them into the camp. London Coney. And then I can never understand why Arsenal always leave the business until the latter stages of the transfer window. Get the business done early. Bring the player in. Get them trained up. Welcoming the players and vice versa. Doing all the PR stunts and the interviews and get it out of the way. Get the business done early doors. But problem is nobody ever listens to me. Alex, how would you describe City's football as we are trying to play like them? We should not be trying to play like them, but I understand because Arteta is like, was the number 2, wasn't he? I do like the way they play. The only thing I don't like about the way that they play is that they don't have an out-and-out striker. They play with a false 9 and like some positions being rotating. I do like the way they play, and you can't argue with it, can you? Because where are they? They're at the top of the tree, aren't they? And they were my pick to win the Premier League. I know it's not over yet. There's still a lot of games to go, but you can't fail not to admire the fact that Pep Guardiola, who was it? So that he had like £800 million worth or £500 million worth of players on the bench. You can't fail to admire what Pep Guardiola has built at Man City. Their holy grail is the Champions League. He needs to win that. He needs to win it. But I do like the way they play the free-flowing football there. Again, the high press when they're out of possession. But yeah, it's like the way that we should be playing, isn't it? It's the way we should be playing. John Gilner, good morning to you, bro. Hope you're keeping well, Geezer. Morning, Champers. It's going to be interesting to see if anyone comes for our young guns. I'm believing they are loyal, and so am I. Although I'm going to be repeating the news of today, but it's very interesting to hear that coming from Ray Parler. But I will repeat the news of today. I'm hoping that players are loyal, but our young players have never said that they want to be legends. Somebody said they want to be a legend, and they're almost out at the exit door. I'm going to mention anybody's name. Word is players were so frustrated with City result and want to make amends on Thursday versus Liverpool. Hope we pick the same team, and so do I. Well, we can't have the same. Well, because of Gabriel. Well, he's suspended, isn't he? Yeah. It's more his attribute for me. The agents control the transfers. They leave it to the last minute to milk the system, Alex. And they're milking it dry, man. And the funny thing is, whoops, I'm going to go back to it very, very quickly, John, is the scouting network. You remember, it was almost 2 seasons ago, literally, that we heard 50 odd members of staff had been let go by Arsenal. The majority of those staff there were from the scouting network. So what we have now is agent network. There's an agent network running the scouting system at Arsenal. So milking the system dry, innit? Niles looks better at right back than a central midfielder in central midfield. Gabriel will miss FA Cup games, as I understand it. Right, okay. Okay. So there's no reason not to keep the same 11, isn't there? And also, guys, I know we spoke about it last night on the Canon project, but how are you guys feeling in regards to the players not having Mikhail Arteta on the sidelines shouting, directing traffic? Do you think it gave them more freedom to be who they are? Did it play? Was it an advantage not to have Mikhail Arteta on the sideline? What do you think, guys, about that? I think I could put that as a poll, actually. That could be the poll question. Does it work to our advantage not to have Mikhail Arteta shouting and directing the players during, well, at the sidelines? That's an interesting question. Shaka said in an interview that Arsenal are his boyhood club, so I can't see him leaving us anytime soon. Your performance should determine if you're going to be a legend. Yeah, yeah. But I'm liking the fact that Smith Rowe, when you see him in the interview, you can see he's still quite shy, you know what I mean? And very, very humble. I'm thinking that keep hold of that, Smith Rowe. Keep hold of that humbleness. But then you heard that Arteta said, you know, I have to talk to Smith Rowe to remind him how good he is. I think, no, just he knows how good he is. But don't lose that humbleness, Smith Rowe. Don't lose it, man. None of the young players have ever said they want to be club legends. None of them. Because they know they've got to perform on the pitch. Perform on the frigging pitch. The players might be lower, but football is business. If an offer is made that's ridiculous, it comes a club decision. And that's it, isn't it? That's it. The world of money, in it, football. Hey up, Gunnar. Someone arriving late to a party. I'm talking about Partey. I did actually think that Thomas Partey had his best performance to date for Arsenal. And there's not been too many. I know he's been peppered with injuries, but when he has played, he's just looked short, you know, on fitness, not up to speed, getting just nudge off the ball so easily. But for me, he's probably only had this one performance. And we need to see a lot more of those performances, Mr. Partey, going forwards. His assistant coach was doing the similar thing. No, but not so much. Not so much. And we know literally, you know, Arteta is multilingual. I don't think Schoenberg is multilingual. And Arteta for me is too intense. Yo, man, just cool it down. Gotta cool it down. If you have trained with the players at London Colney and you told them how you want them to play, you don't need to be on the pitch come game day. Also, reminding them, you got to be doing this. Wait. Just calm it down. A little bit too intense for me. Go on, Ashley. It seems better to me. Maybe Arteta could see better from afar. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. But I just kind of, the majority of myself was thinking, oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness the players won't have Arteta shouting and directing them. You know, let the players play. Don't need to remind them that what they need to be doing. If you have prepared them well enough, you know, training at London Colney, and you sit in front of the video, you know, you say, this is how I want you to play because this is how Man City plays, then let it be. Let it be. Maybe it's just for cameras for this Amazon documentary. Probably, probably. But he's been with us over 2 seasons now, hasn't he? Just past the 2 year mark, 2 season mark at least. Anyway, but you're probably right. Actually, it could be for this Amazon Prime thing. What? What about what? What? Yeah, Shaka. What? What? Yeah, Shaka. What? Come on, Greedy Man TV, man. What do you want to say? Do you know what I think I'll do? Let me go back to Ashley's comment here. What I am going to do, I'm going to repeat the news of today from Canon 14 perspective on a Tuesday morning show. I've just struck the hour of midday GMT time. I've got maybe 15, maybe 20 minutes before I need to be on another podcast. Not on a podcast, I've got them in a Zoom call. A little bit of business, you know, a little bit of business, a bit of sideline hustle. All right. So, yes, indeed. First up, we spoke about this gentleman here, Pierre Emerick Aubameyang. It appears at Newcastle, been sounding out Arsenal. Yeah, relegation threatened. The Magpies have sounded out the Gunners about taking Aubameyang for the rest of the season, including an option to make the move permanent. Newcastle want Arsenal outcast Aubameyang on loan with a view to a £20 million summer deal. The relegation threatened Magpies have sounded the Gunners to take him for the rest of the season and then make the move a permanent deal. Aubameyang has been frozen out of the first team and was stripped of the captain's armband after returning late from an authorised trip to France in regards to his sick mother. But he's now on international duty at the African Cup of Nations, duty with Gabon. And I said actually from the get-go, I don't think Arteta would want this situation just to fester. He'd want the situation to be dealt with so they can move on. They can move on. Is it likely it will happen in a January transfer window? It is very, very likely. Will it happen? I'm not really entirely sure. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. And then we spoke about Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Yes, a player who wanted to go before 2 seasons ago, then he wanted to go last season, and he's still with us. Why is he still with us? Because he was promised something that we could not deliver. Not we. Arteta couldn't deliver. Yeah. Meanwhile, England international Ainsley Maitland-Niles still holding talks with Arteta ahead of the potential move to AS Roma. But as I understand it, the move has kind of somewhat come to a halt. But anyway, Arteta, who missed the Gunners' loss to Man City on Saturday because of COVID, is due to return to the club's London Colney headquarters in time for Thursday's Carabao Cup semi-final first leg against Liverpool. Maitland-Niles, who can play right back or midfield, will chat face-to-face with Arteta after AS Roma, who are managed by Maury, expressed a firm interest in him. And then we spoke about the star boy, or the star child, as I like to call him. This kind of made me chuckle just a little bit, and a little bit nervous. Bukayo Saka tipped to leave Arsenal as Mikhail Arteta's hardest task is spelled out. Bukayo Saka has been linked with a transfer to Liverpool, but Arsenal legend Ray Parlour has tipped another Premier League team to sign a 20-year-old and spelled out Mikhail Arteta's toughest task. Arsenal legend Ray Parlour believes that Bukayo Saka will be on the Man City's radar after the 20-year-old was linked with a move away from the Emirates. Saka, who scored against Pep Guardiola's side on New Year's Day before the Premier League champions, hit back and came away with the 3 points. The match came off the back of a report suggesting that Gunner star Saka was interested in a transfer to City's title rivals Liverpool. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. But Parlour, on the other hand, also spelled out Mikhail Arteta's toughest task in the long term. I don't think Mikhail Arteta's going to be here for the long term. Keeping the young England international and his teammate at North London. I look at the young team at Arsenal. They can develop and keep improving. He told Talk Sport. You know what the hardest thing is going to be? Is keeping the players. But he goes on with other bits and pieces. But again, I don't believe that one iota. So that has been the news again of today from Canon 42's perspective on this Tuesday morning, now afternoon show, lunchtime show. Let's go through this last few comments before I wrap it up here. Oh, right, okay. There it is. As I had to laugh, I thought I was commenting on a live show the other day, but it was already streamed. Yeah, I do apologize for that. We're going to try and do less of that. I was just trying to lessen the burden because I'm going to be going back to my work placement tomorrow at the school. But I'll continue doing live shows every single day. It'll probably just be one live show. But now we're on the transfer or speculation window, I like to call it. You probably know that you've seen I've done like at least 2 pre-recorded videos in regards to transfer news per day or speculation and news per day. But yeah, I'll try and do less because now we're back in the transfer window activity. All right, all right. Interesting times ahead, Alex. A team needs a few more vital pieces to really prosper. City found our weaknesses, but we also found their weaknesses as well, innit? I actually did say that. I was talking to Carl, who's a regular subscriber, who's a Liverpool supporter. I said the thing is, at the end of the day, you look at Man City, look at Liverpool and Chelsea. They all have weaknesses. I mean, all clubs have weaknesses, but just because they're at the top end doesn't mean they don't have a weakness. And what have we seen? Man United got beaten by Wolves. Yes. Chelsea got held. Liverpool get beaten. What's going on? They all have their Achilles heel. All have their Achilles heel. But I do believe, and I agree with you, we're still missing some more vital pieces to the bigger picture. And we've got to wait and see what business can be done in this transfer window. I'm not talking about business as in incomings. I've always been, and I will always continue to be about the players who need to leave Arsenal. Please, Arsenal, get it done. Get the players off the books. It's time to really, turn the end of that chapter and start a new chapter at Arsenal. And until that is done, for me personally, I don't think we can truly move on. I don't believe it. I can't see it. But yeah, problem is nobody ever listens to me. Leave Shaka to it. What do you mean leave him to it? I think we miss Arteta on the touchline against City. His way have our team in fourth right now. The players respond to his directions on the touchlines. Okay. Here. Maybe his intentions are good, but he needs to trust his players to make decisions. The players need to be autonomous. You need to let them get on with the business. He needs confidence in his own abilities. Yeah. Just remind the players of what they have forgotten and less stress on himself. Good morning, Cluck and Bell. Actually, good afternoon. China Lee, last time we played Man City, we also missed Arteta on the touchline as the clown slumped in his chair for 84 minutes while Pep ripped him a new one. Okay, all right. If Grealish is 100 million, then Saka is worth 200 million to us. Nah, Saka is priceless, man. You can't put a price on Bukayo Saka, man. I go as far as that. Alex, that wasn't a fault of yours. I never checked the stream. Nah, I should have made it clear, that week that we're going to be doing like re-uploading of old content. I think I did mention it once or twice, but anyway. Just a few more people before we are finished on this one here. Let's just kind of, what am I doing here? What am I doing? Just kind of remind everyone that we are live. and direct. No, I think everyone can see that we're live and direct. Let me have a look last time on this poll before I'm going to change the poll. I'm going to put the poll up again in regards to Mikhail Arteta. Did the players perform better when Mikhail Arteta is not on the sidelines? So I'll put the poll up once we finish this, and let's just see what kind of numbers we get. See what the feeling is. The guy dived, right? Did he dive? Was it a dive? I mean, from the angle that I saw on Twitter, his foot got to the ball first before Ederson. But what I can say is it wasn't given us a penalty. 85 to 120 million for Saka. Nah, Bukayo Saka is priceless. It's priceless. No, he's clueless. Okay, all right, thank you for that. Right, guys, I think we've come to an end on this one. I'm getting a lot longer than I actually thought, to be honest. An hour and 6 minutes on this one. Yeah, I need to finish on the winning players. Yeah, you're right. We need players who bleed Arsenal. Can't buy that. Ain't gonna lie, I'm loving it if the Jewelers go. John! All right, okay, there we have it there. So we are finished on this morning show, Tuesday morning show here on Canon for the TV. And yeah, man. Aubameyang. Probably on his way out now. Anyway, I will be back later on this evening, I believe. If I'm not, there are some other pre-recorded transfer videos. Speculation season. That's what we're in. Speculation season. But if I'm not, again, back in the evening, you've got enough content to keep you guys going until tomorrow. Tomorrow, there will be no morning show. There will be an afternoon show because I'm going to be back at my placement, my work placement, back working in the school. Yeah, I tell you what. Yeah, Christmas, New Year's, all gone, done and dusted. And it will be my birthday on Thursday. So, guys, hope you're going to wish me a happy birthday on that. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you. Okay, yeah. Guys, all right. And until then, please enjoy yourselves. And again, like I said, you've got to subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to Canon 42. Be part of the community. Help us grow. Be part of this community that is growing. If you don't subscribe, you're going to miss out. And we don't want you to miss out. So until then, I'm going to bid you farewell. And hopefully I shall be back later on this. If I'm not back, it's a quick reminder that you guys have been watching Canon Fodder, the channel for us.